What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Now I've just got in from Milton Keynes. I've got some crazy fish in the back of the car. I've got two massive clownloaches. Honestly, they are giants. I've never seen clownloaches the size of this. The woman was keeping them in it was like, literally, I should have took a photo of it, you won't believe me, it's like a 60-litre tank. And yeah, they've literally been in the tank for, like, she said 12 to 15 years, she can't remember. She got them from a fish shop years and years ago. I was literally like 15 back then, so it's mad thinking how long these fish have been in that tank. So I've basically rescued the fish. They're in the back of the car right now. Obviously we need to get them in the house, get them acclimated and stuff. Hope they're alright. They've been in the car for like an hour or so because I got stuck on the motorway as per usual. But yeah, a bit blown away really by the size of these fish. They are absolute giants, guys. They are massive. They had these two like tunnels in the tank. It was like, honestly, it was a 60-litre tank. It was a tiny little thing compared to the tanks I keep, and the clownloaches are massive compared to my clownloaches. Had these two tunnels in there, and I walked into the room and I thought, what the hell, where were the fish then? And they were hiding inside these two massive tunnels. I pulled the tunnels out, and literally this fish really scared me because they were so big when they come out. But anyway, let's get them inside the house, start getting them acclimated, and then I'm going to put them in the 4-foot tank for now, just to get them quarantined and ready for the other tanks. But yeah, I'm still a little bit shocked at the size of these clowns, but I'll stop going on, let's get them out. Okay guys, so I've got the fish in the poly boxes here. I've been acclimating them for about, say, 45 minutes or so. And obviously I use the drip system. Where's my drip system? So I basically just use these little pipes, siphon it through, let it slowly go in there. You can adjust these by tying knots in them and stuff, so you can slow down the water going in the box. But a fish like this, they're quite big, they're obviously going to be quite stressed out. They've been in a small tank, they've gone into a small box, and I did notice her temperature in her tank was about 24 degrees, which is pretty cold if I'm honest with you, for clownloaches. I know they can survive in that, but they have been living in that temperature for the last 15 years. So I want to make sure they're acclimated right to my tank water. Obviously I'm going to be putting them in this tank. There's not a lot going on in this tank. I've got two Oscars in here right now. There's a couple of plecos and bits like that. I'm not going to put them in with the monster fish for now because obviously I want to kind of quarantine these fish. I know there are fish in here, but this is the least fish in the tank, if that makes sense, out of all my tanks. But anyway, enough of that. Let me show you these fish because you're going to be blown away by it. Check the size of these clownloaches out. And this isn't even the biggest one, look. That's my hand up against it. It's absolutely massive. I'm going to pop that lid back on because he is quite sketchy, this one. And the other box here, he's even bigger, this guy. Look at the size of them, they're so chunky. But honestly, I wish I would have showed you the tank I got them from. You wouldn't believe it. It's probably 60 to 70 litres, something like that. Check my dog out over there, look. Bella, what are we doing? Come on, get down. Look, try and eat the kids' food. But anyway, guys, let's get these in this tank here. So they're going to be going in with these two Oscars I've got in here. I did have 4 Oscars, but these two Oscars have been really dominant and they killed the other two, which is really annoying. The other two are a lot smaller and these two have packed on size so fast, but it's all part of fish keeping, that's what happens. Yeah, let's get the fish in the tank. Right everyone, the clowns are in. Look at the size of these bad boys. They're just massive, look at them. They're like this thick. Look, if I put I can't really show you with my hands up against them, but they are massive. I'm tempted to put a big cave in there for them tonight, because obviously they've been living in this big tube in this other tank just to make them feel at home. But yeah, I'm blown away with these fish. Now, is that the biggest clownloaches you have ever seen? Because that is the biggest clownloaches that I have ever seen. That is my hand, but obviously the clownloaches are at the back of the tank as well. Look at the size of them, look at the markings on them. That one's had an injury like in the past, like years ago. You can tell that it's rammed into something, but it's all healed up fine. But they're just mega fish, absolutely mega. So let me compare it with my ones. So here's my ones here, look. Now I've got some real big ones. This is the big chunky one here. There are some real big ones in it. That one with the sort of bent tail at the back, that's probably my biggest one, which is just coming around now. But it's nowhere near the size of them ones I've got over there. But look, check these out. There's a massive clownloach gang basically. I've got like 50 odd in this tank. As some of you may know, I'm a massive fan of clownloaches. But yeah, these are on another level. Honestly, they are absolutely humongous. I might even chuck a bit of pellet in there tonight and see if they feed, because the lady said all she's been feeding them on is pellet. And obviously I'm going to try a courgette. I don't think they've had courgette their whole life, but they seem to do quite well just eating pellet by the looks of them. They're nice and fat. But they might have been a little bit stunted being in that small tank, but we will bring them back to life. But what do you reckon, guys? They're the biggest clownloaches I've ever seen. I'm amazed at the size of them. But anyway guys, thank you for watching the video as always. Like and subscribe to my channel. Ding the notification bell. And keep it real ever.